What differentiates broilers from other breed of meats or chickens or any kind of birds is that broilers are raised for meat production. So they have large breast muscles and they produce very fleshy meat for consumption within the period of 6 to 8 weeks. Welcome back to the channel, Beck's Poultry Homestead. Please like, subscribe and share. In this video, be sure to watch to the end to see how you can make 1.5 million naira by raising 100 broilers on a budget. Broilers grow rapidly. Common breeds include Ross 308, Ross 708, Cup 500 and the likes. They attain maturity within the period of 35 to 65 days and for them to have edible meat. Now here's how to start and raise a broiler chicken farm on a low budget. Please like, subscribe and share this video. With careful planning and strategic choices, here is a step-by-step guide on how to start up a broiler chicken farm of 100 broilers from the comfort of your home on a budget. First is budget planning. You plan your budget, you determine what your initial cost is and what your ongoing cost will be. Initial cost will include the cost of the cage, in this case for budget, if you don't have a room or a pen where you can rear the broilers. Then the cost of the day-old chicks, then the ongoing cost, the subsequent cost of feed, and the cost of other contingencies. Second is you secure a space for the bed. You need a very well ventilated space. It doesn't have to be big. Whatever space you can manage, you manage it, but it has to be that the sunlight is not direct on the chicks and they have ventilation. Now the next is use source out chicks. On the carton of the chicks you purchase, the numbers are always there. You can directly source your chicks, call the number, but the only thing is that you have to get a driver or an agent, a means to transport it to your destination. Wherever you are in Nigeria, they have vehicles and buses that go everywhere. Now to the production costs of the feed. We've talked about the wooden cage construction and we're estimating it to be about 50,000 for each of the cages for 2 units, which is 100,000 for the cage I showed you earlier on in my video. The day-old chicks amounting to 1,000 with current prevalent market price, sometimes can be more during festive period. The feed, which forms part of the highest cost of production at 28,000 naira. Vaccination and medication approximately 10,000 naira. Sawdust beddings I get it for free, but worst case scenario 200 per bed. I personally don't use charcoal anymore. I use lamp, and kerosene doesn't even cost me as much as 5,000, but I put it as 5,000 for those that use charcoal. Now the total cost amounted to 687. This is the revenue where we actually make 1.5 million naira. Removing the cost of 687, we have 813,000 naira as profit. Isn't that cool, cash? Feeders and drinkers forming part of the miscellaneous expenses. This is an example of the feeder I constructed. I constructed each one for 1,000 naira, and water cans I got them for 1,000 or 1,000 too. So because I feel this is sturdy and this is durable much more than the steel and the other ones. Any of your local carpenters can do this for you, and they did it for the cost of 1,000 naira each for both of them. Also the water, I bought it. Did I tell you that these beautiful chicks you're seeing are actually 2 weeks and 3 days old? Yes, you heard me right. Before you become a doubting Thomas, here is what I did. This is, you don't choke me, oh. I don't miss out on formulating my own feed, especially protein sources, to enhance the feed, and that's why they turned out so big at 2 weeks old. We have fish meal in stock for purchase, whatever quantity that you want. So from the third day, I started to add fish, and this is crab and prawns. You see that it's a different color, and I added groundnut too. I hope you're enjoying the video as much as I am. Please like, subscribe and share my video. So in the absence of groundnut cake, if you can't find, you are going to buy maybe they call it condemned groundnut. No, not really, but it's just the part that is not so fresh, like it's the part you sieve out from the main groundnut. So you're going to dry it in excessive sun, or you fry it a bit, then you grind and add to the feed. So all this helps and enhances them to grow big. So you see, I'm in the market now. I came to source it out. This is where I buy my crayfish dust. So this is me blending my groundnuts, and I'm blending it quite finely because they are still chicks. So in the absence of the difference is this one still has all its nutrients, the oil and everything. The groundnut cake, the oil has been extracted. It's the kuli version of groundnuts. It's just the chaff, which is also okay for animal feed. It still has the real protein, but most times for chicks I prefer it like this. With all this input, there's no way the chicks won't do well, especially if they are a really good breed. So while this is the feed, the black stuff you can see is the fish meal that I grinded into fine powder, and crab meal alongside a bit of groundnut cake into very fine powder. The fish serves as the protein. The crab, look at parts of the crab particles, and big prawns too. Those ones serve as calcium. Also the fish bones to serve as calcium, so that to give them strong bones while they get excessive protein. So with this, there will be no even need to add any artificial boosters and all that. This already is serving the purpose. We digressed a bit, and the reason is not far-fetched because feed forms part of the highest cost of production. Now augmenting it will go a long way to reduce costs of buying feed, and they will grow faster too. So with that, you're going to get your results very quickly, and therefore cutting down on the cost of production. Like, subscribe and share this video, and thank you for subscribing to my channel always. This is where you learn impactful knowledge on poultry farming on a small scale, so that everybody can make money farming. So that's it. Then for lighting sauce, next is lighting sauce. For electricity, I didn't bother because I want to reduce costs. So this is what, sorry it's messy because of the chicken poop on it. So this is what I do. At night, I place this, and I got this for 200 naira each. I think 200 or two. Then batteries for 300. So each one of it is 500 naira. There are two of it, so I put it up and down. I'm going to buy for the next kid once the chicks and brooding are ready for that. For water, definitely, if you're going to be, before you think of starting a poultry cage or even a fish farming, you have to know that you have water ready. So there's water everywhere in Nigeria, so that's not a problem for us. Either you're getting water from the well, from the borehole. In my region, Port Harcourt, there's water everywhere. At this point, I feel the profit margin is higher than when the chickens were cheaper. The more expensive the cost of production is, the higher the rise in price of sales. So that's it, and it's always higher in times of demand, like festive periods, like the periods like rearing for Easter, rearing for Salah, and rearing for Christmas. So I hope you learned something, one or two things from the video. So next is biosecurity and health. Make sure that your pen is well ventilated. Make sure that the water you're giving them is very clean. Make sure you sanitize and wash your hand always before you go to the pen. The water must be water that you can drink. I see some poultry farmers give dirty water. You just pick water from the swamp or something, or irrigation water. No. Then make sure that your vaccination is up to date. Then next, you take record of everything you have done. Make sure you watch, like, and subscribe to this video if you want the cost breakdown of all the things I bought, from zinc to the galvanized net to the wood 2x2 to the batting nails, the cost breakdown of everything. Let me know so you can go to the market and buy them. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.